there's this thing in like 2001.
Oh, there's like is this the big thing with like the autopilot of some planes or something?
No, it was 9/11.
Oh.
Dude, what the fuck? She's everywhere, dude. No, dude. I'm Maria Menounos. She's everywhere. I'm just trying to Maria Menou some gas, dude.
Are we sailing? Are we cruising? Oh, is the audio on?
I think so. Oh.
The audio is on.
OBS isn't on.
OBS is not on. What's up, gamers? Oh, I forgot to clap.
All right, I want to start off
All right.
by showing you something
Uh-oh.
that you need to be held accountable for.
What do I need to be held accountable?
Make sure that this audio is going.
Well, doesn't the OBS need to hear it, not me?
No, but you need to hear it.
Okay.
Oh, god damn you.
I don't think that's going to work.
Oh, god damn you, Obes.
What? How about you play it on there, and then I'll play it on here.
Or you just fucking watch it on your laptop or wherever, and then I'll just sync it up. Just hold it close enough to the microphone so that I can sync the audio.
Where is this in?
At the topics channel. Or I could just pull it up on my laptop, which is sitting right over there.
My bet is going to be right, and you're going to owe me, I think I said $5.
What? For what?
Those videos aren't coming out till summer.
I am tomorrow. My plan is to work on them and to finish the first one so that it is scheduled and ready to be released on Thursday. That way, I'll feel a fucking poker under my ass to keep them going and coming out on a weekly schedule like I planned. You grabbed your mic.
I did. God
You
damn
grabbed
it.
your mic. Before this, Javi was like, oh,
That's
essentially it.
my mic. Fucking. There's a whole minute left on this clip.
Well, yeah, it's because I keep talking about my plans for the video. Because you're like, we'll see.
What do I owe you? $5?
I guess.
As in such in my dispensaries. Somewhere in there there's a wallet. Toss me that.
Pull your mic closer.
All right. It's passed through here. Haven't I $5? Let's see. You got change for a 5? Your wallet's right there. Or for a 10?
This is the lamest bet transaction ever. You got change for this? Yeah, actually.
Dope. Oh, remind me I have a story on how I have these $10.
Put it in the topics channel then, dummy. Dummy.
Actually, I'll just talk about it right now. It'll come up in our Boeing talks.
Dude, it's so toasty in here.
It is hot as balls. Are they still doing heat for you guys?
I don't know. I'm gonna turn off I turned off the auto just in case. They are still only doing heat. Dude, it's toasty.
Spring, dude.
God, I'm gonna
Spring
be
is sprung.
sweltering.
Outside, it's 46 and only getting warmer.
I'm gonna be sweltering, dude.
Actually, that's not true. There's a cold front coming through on Thursday, but at least it'll be windy. A little windy. How windy will it be?
We're back. We've been renewed for another season.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Dude,
I didn't realize until looking at the camera how fucking tan you are.
very tan, man.
Yeah.
Been very, I've been cooking.
That's crazy.
Send you some photos.
Of you cooking?
Yeah. Slap it in there.
Just fucking sunbathing?
Snow,
Go
sail.
chest out. Here's some photos of me cooking.
No, it's, I didn't even have my chest out. I had everything but my chest out. Because I was in a life jacket, because I'm a safe sailor.
So do you have fucking tan lines on your life jacket?
Yeah.
Damn.
And, like, there's a notch here, and my entire forehead is much lighter than the bottom of my face. Because I have my sunglasses, and then my hat. And then, obviously, my watch.
Obviously the watch.
Yeah, because you got to keep your time at the starts. Yeah.
Is Time for you to get a new watch. Dude, I'm hot. I am hot.
I think you generally run hot as a person, though. What's going on? Oh, is that an ambulance?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was inside the door.
No.
I was going to say, Harvard alert. Blue lights are not working. Guess in case you get screwed, nobody's to help you.
Damn, that ambulance is just coming by.
Actually, it's not coming at all. It's staying.
Is it? No, it's not getting picked up.
It's not? Good. Okay. Well,
Well,
then
only probably when we talk, but then we're talking, so,
yeah,
like, you know.
doesn't really matter.
Dude, I'm hot. Holy shit. Give me... no, I can't do the fan, because then it'll fucking get in the...
No, in theory, noise gate helps that, right?
In theory. Do we trust that I set up the noise gate properly? I don't.
Neither do I, really.
Yeah.
Because you know who helped you set up the noise gate?
You.
Me, which means it's not going to be right.
Dude, I do run hot. I was like, so we're just back from spring break. On the
wild spring breaks for both of us. We both went to Cancun and drank so much, and we're surrounded by hundreds and thousands of friends.
It was like The Hangover,
and
the movie,
we definitely
but in
both
Cancun.
Weren't just working the whole time.
I didn't work that much.
Oh, I thought you did.
I did a good bit. Dude, for some reason, the dopey ass way you looked over at me like.
I don't know about that.
On the way there, I was, I was going in my boot. I'm out of the boot now, but I was going in my boot because it's a lot easier, like my big old fucking boot, like my broken foot boot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going in my boot because it's easier to, have it on you than to pack it. Like I can pack a sneaker. And so I'm going through security, and it's like, I start off and the previous times I've gone through security with the boot on, there's always some fucking issue with the scanner, and they make me take the boot off and then put it through separately. And it's like, all right, so I kind of learned that like I should take the boot off ahead of time, but then I do that. And then the lady's like, where's your other shoe? And I'm like, oh, it was like a boot and whatever. And so I walk through, and then there's something fucking wrong with the scanner. So they make me do the whole overhead thing. And then I do that. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to need to pat you down. And they show me the, like, sensor areas of, like, where there's issues. And it's just my fucking massive pit stains. And they pat me down. Just my fucking pit stains.
Your pit stains are magnetically attractive?
I guess. There was enough water there.
Interesting.
It was like, dude, by the time I had to do a connecting flight. And so when I was in Atlanta waiting for the other flight...
Why did you have to do connection?
Because my mom wasn't going to be able to drive me from any of the airports or anything from a direct.
Oh, so you went straight to GNB?
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
But when I was in Atlanta for the connecting flight... Should I make this... Is this camera too high up? Whatever. I was feeling it, and it was like my pit stains were going like halfway down my shirt.
Dude, see a doctor.
And I was like, all right, because I was still thinking this is caffeine sweats. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go cold turkey caffeine over break. And I did. And then I still kept sweating. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm going back on the Zaza then.
Why don't you see a doctor?
Well, I need to just do the dry sol consistently because I haven't been. The fucking super scrub. Whatever, fuck.
I'm big on that stuff.
Yeah. It just get itchy, you know?
Not for me. I'm so
itchy.
I just got that iron in my veins.
But it's on your skin, not your veins.
Yeah, but I've got so much dog in me.
Got that dog in you.
Yeah. So I'm just
You ignore the itchiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do over spring break? This is the first time we've talked in 14 days.
No, we talked last night when you out of nowhere were like, yo, I know we normally record on weekends, but fucking what's up, bitch? You want to play?
I'm just gone. every weekend for the next.
Yeah, but I thought we were going to try to do Fridays. I mean, it's fine that we're recording.
Well,
now.
I figured we need to get as many in as possible. I probably will come back.
That's true. I was going to bring this up. This is another fucking topic I have. We should probably bulk up. And I realized that, like, I am someone who, like podcast gimmick episodes. It's like...
Where they have, like, a shtick for that episode?
Yeah, kind of. Or it's like the podcast Chuckle Sandwich, their whole fucking podcast is this for the most part. But it's like, all right, like a tier list episode or a true or false episode. Or not true or false. Or a...
Would you rather?
That. Or like that kind of bullshit. And
I would love to do a Would You Rather episode.
Well, so I have always, out of principle, been like, I think those episodes oftentimes are mid. Or at least I think podcasts are sometimes overly reliant on them. And then I think a better podcast episode is oftentimes just shooting the shit about the whatever. But since we need a bulk up, we should probably do some of those.
Yeah. I like Would You Rather.
Yeah. I just need to curate them ahead of time. Or if we're doing Would You Rather, we could both curate that. But it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I could come like after practice on Friday night.
All right, that's cool.
And then come here, and then I got to go to another place and be there at 9:30.
Yeah.
But my practice ends at 6, so who cares?
It's just because, like, I don't think I can come up with enough topics
for
2 times a week.
I totally dig that.
Like, we got a ton today, but it's because I've been farting up my ass the whole past 2 weeks.
I had a lot of stuff that happened.
What's that, huh?
Well, that's for later. I asked you what you did on your spring break.
I chilled and I grilled. No. A lot of spring break was the mental health videos. So they are out. By the time this comes out, I should definitely lower the camera. I'm going to lower the camera.
Your brain is in about 14,000 places at once.
About that.
And none of them make any sense. I'm sorry. I'm looking at your analytics.
My ADHD has definitely gotten worse.
Yeah.
I've noticed it like a few times over break that I would be in conversations with people and I would just be checked the fuck out or like totally distracted with something else. And so I feel like for the purposes of a podcast, I should alert to that fact that, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, so primarily I've been yeah, it's doing good. Well, so I did the mental health videos. So I released the first one the night before I left for spring break. So it was like over the first few days of spring break while traveling and everything. It was just kind of watching those analytics.
And it's good. It's a good video. You should watch it.
Good. That's true. And it was also like my sister's girlfriend had COVID. Yeah, for the first few days of break. So I didn't go home at first. I stayed at my grandparents for like the first day. But so it was essentially just being there, looking at analytics and editing podcast episodes.
Word.
Yeah. But so it was like that was that. And then besides that, then I finally went home and I worked on the other video. And then I put that out and that didn't do as well, which is kind of a bummer because I like that one the most, but it has been consistently growing over the past week, so we'll see.
Have you posted more clips of it? Have you seen that thing where you can follow videos now on YouTube Shorts?
Maybe.
Where it's like, it's a clip from a video, and then you can literally click the link directly, and it goes to the video.
Yeah, so I haven't been posting... I could do that if I really wanted to.
I know that's driven me to videos. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what I did is that I made trailers for each of the videos.
Right.
And then I posted those to YouTube Shorts and then did that for them. I could realistically probably make a shit ton of shorts from like every single statistic and every single fucking thing I talk about if I really wanted to pump up those numbers. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, but so, I mean, it still did like good. it outperformed every single podcast episode of ours.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, in watch hours, yes. In views, all of them except for the Shane Gillis one.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's still climbing, but it's just slow. And so it was working on that. And then I kind of had the realization after that second one was done that, like, oh, fuck. Now that it's done, I have more time to think about shit. And I don't want to do that.
Oh.
I don't want to have time to fucking think and stew and stink and stew, you know? And so I then started working on the next one, and it's like mostly done. I need to do a bit more work for it that I'll probably do tonight and tomorrow night. But yeah, but then besides that, saw friends, whatever, you know, got like 3 Legos, built all of them. How it be?
Who'd you see?
Kathy Early.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And because a lot of people were out of town.
Yeah. Jessie was here.
Yeah, she was. There was like maybe one day we could have done it, but I think she was busy. But yeah, we fucking traded locations for all of break.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so that was that. But then, I mean, that was pretty much it. I watched all of 2 TV shows.
Wow.
Yeah, I
What
watched
TV shows?
Louder Milk, which is a sitcom on Netflix about this like really asshole guy who's like the leader of a AA group. And then Barry, which is with Bill Hader, and it's about an actor who's an ex-hitman. And it's like a both are dark comedies. The Barry's a lot more drama-y though. But yeah, I watched both of those in entirety. And they're each like, one's like 4 seasons each, 8 episodes. The other's 3 seasons each, 10 episodes. So I just fucking chewed through those. I'm gonna take my damn socks off so I feel more free and loose, you know, with my dogs out.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was like, it was also, I think break was good because I was very burnt out. And so I think this was good of a break.
Yeah.
I think one concern though is that like, I don't know if I'm unburnt out now. Like if I'm back to fucking hundo, but we'll see.
That's fair.
So I guess we ride.
Yeah. I was like 99%. Well, here, in a scale of 0 being the worst you could be to 100 being the best, I was riding at a good 32 pre-break.
0 the worst?
Yeah. And 100 the best.
For burnout?
No, for like being awesome. Like at 100%, I'm doing great. I'm doing work early, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm at like 32%, which is for me is like I was gonna turn in that late, but my body wouldn't let me turn it in late. But still, I feel awful. Now I'm at like 72,
That's pretty solid.
which means things will get done, but it's like a phone that you didn't charge all the way the night before. You know it's going to die eventually. It just matters how far along this cycle is this going to die.
Yeah, and even if you try to hold on to low battery mode, it's still going to kick out at some
I'm
point.
currently in low power mode.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, so you were saying, what did you do for break? Because I thought you were just going to be like here and then occasionally doing like sailing practice. But you said you were in Charleston?
No, I was everywhere for
Oh.
the break. So I started off my break here. I was here Friday through Sunday, or was supposed to be here Friday through Sunday. We had a regatta here on the Charles. We had the wood trophy. Sailed really well. In the 6 races I was in, didn't lose a race. Yeah, did well. And we won against the teams.
Nice.
Then we were supposed to have a flight that Sunday night from Providence to Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
It got delayed halfway through our Sunday races to 10 p.m., then 1 p.m., then 2:30 a.m., and then canceled. So we were scrambling to find flights. So we found a flight the next morning that left at 7, but routed through Chicago to get to Charleston. So I visited Chicago for the first time.
Charleston, like as in
South Carolina, meaning as in straight down. And instead of going straight down, I headed west and then down.
And it's just adding unnecessary mileage.
I legitimately flew 2,000 miles extra.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was in Chicago for a nice 50-minute layover.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. I was talking shop to one of the seniors on the team. It was fun. And then, pardon me. And then, and then we land in Charleston, and it's great. We hung out mostly for the first day and then did a lot of sailing against Navy, College of Charleston, Coast Guard, and Dartmouth. We're all in the same place. We all got boats, so we were sailing a lot. Beautiful weather. Just genuinely great amazingness. And I got some cool photos, and it felt nice, and I will show you. Like, I think it's this one. Let me see. Like, that one's cool.
That one is cool. Here, send these. Make sure to send them.
Yeah, I will send them to you. There's one where my shoulder muscles look ripped.
Holy shit.
But yeah.
Dude, it looks like you have a whole ass man in there.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, I had a lot of good photos just sailing around. Where's the one where I just shows you like how big I am compared to the skipper? Because I'm strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of fun sailing around a few days. Got to hang out in Charleston during the nights. I ate kava 5 days in a row because it was right across from the hotel. And then we had a really, really big regatta, the biggest regatta until Nationals, and that was in Annapolis, Maryland. But we were supposed to fly into D.C. because that's pretty close to Annapolis, right?
Sure.
There are 2 airports in D.C.
Yeah.
Dulles and Reagan.
Yeah.
Well, now, what if I told you the Harvard coaches had the bright idea of instead of booking 2 flights to the same place because the one flight was full, we may have gone to opposite sides of D.C.
Dude, what?
Had to rent a van to go pick up the other fools and then go to Annapolis. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened, meaning that is what happened, and we did go on 2 separate flights, and it was the most annoying thing of all time. At night, might I say. This is after sailing, so we are crusty from salt water, and we realized that we're on 2 different flights. Typical. Then we have a great regatta in Annapolis, 17-1 victory.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty dominant weekend. Did really well against some of the best teams in the nation. We're currently ranked number 1 in the nation. So extremely proud.
You're currently ranked number 1?
Yeah, our team is.
God damn.
Yeah. Number 1 in the nation. What can I say?
God damn.
Yeah, we are kicking butt right now. Then pack it all up. It's like 3 and the regatta's over on Sunday. Our flight is now at 11 p.m. And this flight is not going to Boston. It's going to Providence.
Oh, God.
So we get into Providence. It's like 12:30, and then we have to drive back to Boston. I have class at 9:30 or 9 a.m., and I get home at like 2. And I go to bed at like 2:30.
Christ. And then probably woke up at what time?
And then woke up at 8.
Ugh.
After sailing nonstop for 9 days.
Brutal. Well, you fucking accomplished a lot.
Did a lot. Got really tan. Got really buff. Did great. Yeah, it was nice. I ran 6 miles every day on top of sailing, so I felt pretty good.
Holy shit.
What else did I do? That was pretty much spring break, and now I'm here. And speaking of airplane trouble, how about Boeing? Because those fools don't know how to make a plane anymore, evidently.
Dude, I want to know what's going on inside that company.
They killed that man.
Yes.
They killed that man. There's no doubt.
But if they didn't kill him, they must be like, fuck. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But they definitely did kill him. They killed him.
Yeah, the glove might not fit, but they killed that guy.
Yeah. It was like when I was flying back to Boston, I, like, for the first time in a while, paid attention to
what plane you were on? Yeah.
I was like about to board, and I was looking at it, I'm like, all right, there's an Airbus right next to us and an Airbus on the other side as well. This is probably an Airbus, so I'm not too worried.
Was it an Airbus?
I think so.
Nice. It says it on the back of your flight safety card pocket.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
For next time, it'll say whatever airline you're on, then the type of airplane, and then safety guide.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot about it. That's like about the why this is all happening.
They like their stock prices, man.
Yeah, but it was like I think they used to just care a lot more about engineering.
And now they don't.
Because it was like
it's just like consolidate.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot of the work overseas, whereas like it used to be how what is it? Like they used to have the engineers be on the test flights and everything, which is like right sick. But like, yeah, I don't know. I saw some meme that was like, it was just a photo of Pete Buttigieg, and it was like, what does he do? Because he's the fucking guy of transportation.
Yeah.
And it's like, the company just killed a guy.
Yeah, but it's also like, what control does he have?
No, but he should be fucking looking into regulation more. Because has there been any kind of like...
There was a big airline bill passed after the fiasco with Southwest. But now it needs to be not on airlines and now on manufacturers. I agree that he has a lot to work on.
Yeah, but I feel like there should be some kind of investigation done into Boeing if there isn't already.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is or not. I'm not very educated on this topic, so I won't hold any strong opinions.
Because I think there is an investigation into that one that had, like the first one that had the door sucked out.
Yeah, well, because that's the FAA that controls it, not necessarily. I don't know if that's under the Department of Transportation, so I don't know if that'd be something he does, but I imagine it would be. But yeah, so the FAA has a lot to go through because that whole company is kind of in shambles right now. Have you seen the thing? It used to be if it's not Boeing, I'm not going, but now if it's Boeing, I'm not going.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, how can you fumble so hard?
It's just a culture problem. I really think it is just a culture problem.
What, company culture?
Yeah.
Of what? Just trying to cut?
It used to be so much engineering-based culture, and now it's like money.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, dude, I don't understand. Like, if you make good products, your planes are $350 million each. And if you make good ones, people will buy said planes.
Yeah.
And that thus will drive stock price up. If you make crappy plane, it doesn't matter how your profits go if you're selling less of them.
I'm curious. What is their stock at?
I
want to
love to see their stock ticker graph.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this is the 1 day, though. Or no, year to date. 1 year, it's not that much lower. Oh, I guess 11% is still a good bit, but
that is very big.
I expected. I guess this is it.
Yeah, that's the drop off. Jeez.
I wonder why there was this fall. Oh, delays to the 737 MAX. Yeah.
Oh, riddle me this. Look up when the first 737 was commissioned. The first 737.
Boeing first 737.
That plane was designed in the 60s.
Yeah.
Retire it.
Yeah.
Start over again. It doesn't look anything like that now, but still.
Well, yeah. Yeah, started in 64.
Jeez, man. How many maxes can we max? How about we min-max the Lost Death?
Yeah. Yeah, how do you fumble that hard?
I don't know. Because all the people I know that work at Boeing are extremely smart. Or ridiculously smart.
Or why is it that, like, it feels like there's all these problems sprouting up now? You know?
I don't know if they're necessarily sprouting up. We've come from a time of extremely...
Is it because of COVID?
No. Extremely safe flights, right? But I don't know if you remember, there's this thing in like 2001.
Oh, there's like is this the big thing with like the autopilot of some planes or something?
No, it was 9/11.
Oh. Yeah.
No,
you're right.
But planes used to be like not safe, and then we made them really safe. Because I don't know if you remember this, but there wasn't really like that much security. It was like bus security.
Yeah.
For a long time. And then like McDonnell Douglas, that plane would crash every like 6 days. And they'd be like, probably the pilot when it was like straight up a design flaw, right? So like we just happen to have lived in this era where you and I have only existed in the safest time for plane travel. And like, let's make it clear. You are more likely to die from a beer can falling on you and cracking and then cutting your head open than you are from a fucking plane.
Yeah. Well, I think there's two things. One is like, I feel like it's just kind of assuming there is no change. It's a matter of time until one of these fucking flight issues causes like an actual like people to die other than just like PTSD. But I think for two, like, why has it been that like over the past 4 months there has been so much which has come out that like Boeing seems less safe?
Not even 4 months. Like the past 2 years they've been dog shit. You should watch Real Engineering.
Okay, but it feels like especially the past like 4 months.
Yeah, but I mean like,
is it just that these are, because I'm wondering like, have they the changes that they have made that are like more anti-consumer but more pro-profit, it's like, are they that recent?
No.
So
I don't know, but I mean obviously that means that then there's a lag.
Yeah.
Right? Which means there's going to be a lag to change it. But there are also some planes that Boeing makes that are incredible.
Yeah.
Like the 787 Dreamliner is ridiculous. Like a crazy long-haul flight. But the thing about the 737 is it makes way more flights per day, and there's way more of them. 737 is easily the most popular plane of all time. And, popular commercial short-haul plane. And there's hundreds of them in America, and they fly oftentimes 8 times a day. They're the most heavily used plane. Think about it. A 787 is a long-haul distance plane. That might fly 2 times a day.
Yeah.
But a 737 will make the hop from Miami to Chicago, Chicago to Miami, Chicago, or Miami to Atlanta, Atlanta to Miami in one day. Same plane.
So is it the wear and tear of it?
No, I think that poor engineering, along with poor maintenance, along with poor attention to detail from not only the airlines, but especially Boeing, can lead to oversights, and incredible demand can lead to oversights in plane design, plane quality control, plane maintenance, and now we see the result of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It just, I still can't get over the fact of why now, and that it's either because of lag or something else.
I think it's probably because of lag. Have they thrown out their CEO yet?
Have they? I don't know.
I don't know. They probably should. They should put an engineer at the top again.
It's like
I'm pretty sure this guy is not an engineer. It used to be that Boeing was like only CEO'd by engineers.
It's like, because the only like real cultural time change that I feel like could have been impacting it is that like maybe over COVID there wasn't that much traveling, and so then once now after COVID, as traveling has picked up again, maybe, but like, and so either the increased wear and tear or because there was changes over COVID.
But you would think that because over COVID all these planes were grounded, a lot of them got really heavy maintenance overhauls.
Oh, maybe.
Right? But then again, some of them just sat.
Yeah.
And sitting is no good for a plane either.
Yeah.
So.
And even if it was because of after COVID things changed, then there's still like however long of a lag.
Like 4 years lag? There's no way there's 4 years lag, right?
Well, no, I mean that like once COVID things eased off and people started traveling again.
Yeah,
but it's
so
been
like
a year of that.
2.5 year lag?
Yeah.
Because I would say halfway through 2021, COVID was over. In terms of economy wise.
In terms of economy, yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's about
maybe like holiday 2021 at the latest.
Yeah, that's like generally the marker for when the economy recovered to pre-COVID GDP levels.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
But anyways, we could be yapping out of our butts because neither of us are aerospace engineers or business majors.
True.
Or work at Boeing.
True.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. What, are you trying to find a fucking new topo?
Looking for a topo.
Dude, you haven't seen it because you're not in their Discord server, but all of fucking... I had a really funny name for them before. So this is Ren's Discord server with all their friends, and it's like, I had a really funny name that I thought of for them before break, which was something of like Ren's Autistic Degenerates or something. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was Degenerates. It was something like that. But like I had that idea or that name in my head for a while, and then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, is this safe to say? And I don't know if it was. Anyway, but like they've all been fucking, since we recorded with them, we recorded with Ren like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But like ever since then, they've been hounding me for the new episode with them.
Isn't it releasing this Wednesday?
Yeah, the audio came out today. The video comes out tomorrow.
Go watch it.
But yeah, they're hyped as all hell. Like it's fucking GTA 6, and it's like, dude, this is like an episode of a podcast that will like
this will get
maybe
67
exactly. Yeah, and if it does, that's a good episode. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what all the hubbub's about, guys, but like, hey, or it was
maybe it'll be our most popular episode.
Hey, maybe
it'll be like the Drew Gooden.
Gooden?
The Drew Gooden podcast on the Gus Eddy podcast.
Was his the most popular?
Yeah, it had like 1.8 million views, and the rest had like 30.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Gotta check.
They haven't deleted that channel?
No. Why would? Oh yeah, you're right. The second place was Booger Wall with 900K.
Yeah. Rip the Gus and Eddy.
That's such a relic.
That podcast is so good.
It's such a relic.
I was so excited to watch it every week.
We were. That was like how like we bonded for a good bit of time. Was about that podcast.
And then he had to go be a booty hole to his...
Yeah, and then he had to be an abusive boyfriend.
Those boys were so funny. And now I want Drew Gooden and Eddie to make a podcast. But they're not together in the same room.
Yeah, they don't kissy.
Bruh. Those morons. And Gus was doing so well. He was doing better than Eddie.
What? Yeah, he was.
He had like a tour.
What is it? What are the views like for them now?
Terrible.
Well, I know his views are down.
His are good.
I'm trying to think.
He's up, actually.
Has Eddie beaten him? I don't think in subs. I should do Social Blade rather than raw YouTube, but... Well,
he puts out straight heat.
But he has a different content style than Gus. He does these more slow release but high effort videos. Yeah. I mean, well, shit, they're actually not. Gus hasn't been releasing as much as he used to. Yeah, I don't know.
And they get like half of the.
It was crazy, this, like. Wait, what the. Huh? Tunes. And. Dum dee dum dum dum.
Toss those things side by side.
So he gets video view. These are total. Is this total? Yeah, this is total. It doesn't have. Wait, why is there no averages? Is it because I have ad block on?
Could be.
Why? What is this? Who did this? Okay, but monthly views, he gets like 2 mil average. Eddie gets like, all right, well, probably average close to similar. Oh, I didn't realize Eddie was at, damn, I didn't realize Eddie was above 1 mil.
Yeah.
Huh.
What about Drew Gooden? Where's Drew Gooden on this list?
I mean, Drew's stayed on top.
Love Drew Gooden. Hey, guy. That video is really confusing to watch.
Which one?
My favorite guy on Instagram.
Why is it confusing to watch?
It's just confusing to watch. Like, if you watch it, it's confusing. It is, dude. I don't know how to explain it.
I like how you... I said, what do you mean it's confusing? And you just said,
well,
it's confusing 2 more times.
Clearly. Well,
Clearly,
confused,
yeah.
I'm not going to know what's going on.
It was like... It is very interesting. I don't know. It's
What's his grade on... What's Eddie's grade with both B tier? Now look up Charlie D'Amelio.
Monthly earnings estimated. Eddie gets higher. And yearly. Now look up Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah, okay. Charlie... How the fuck do you even spell her name? I don't think that's
I haven't thought about Charlie D'Amelio in forever.
What's the Google Trends for them?
It's probably terrible.
I still think Gus hasn't come back. Oh, this is past day.
You're part of the spike.
What, from today? It was from an hour, like multiple hours ago. Okay, none of these. Maybe topic? I don't think that's him then. Come on, guy. Oh, why is he a musical artist? Has Eddie ever made a single fucking song? Gus Johnson. Damn.
I don't think that's Eddie Burback.
Yeah, I don't think. We also add.
Just add search term.
Yeah, but oh yeah, I guess I could just do a search term. It's close. Why did Gus spike again in November?
Look at his channel. Was that when his apology dropped?
No, it's this November. It's past November. It is crazy what a fumble he did. There's also like this guy, I think Ian Miles Chung something. It was like seeing how he like stood by Gus, like yeah, Kung. Like right after the fucking controversy was like, oh, so you're just like a little clout goblin.
Yeah.
Because it was like all of Gus's friends dropped him except for this guy. And it's like, oh. He also deleted the
apology?
Yeah.
Dang.
It was like, I think it was like around here. Yeah, and look, he renamed it still has this sketch about the fucking faking comments turned off. Damn, and you can see it. Yeah, I don't know. Gus just had the biggest fumble. Or so it's like, it's like him and like Call Me Carson remind me, like feel similar.
He looks exactly like Call Me Carson with the same shoes, the same attitude, I think he's Call Me Carson.
Call Me Carson got into Harvard school.
Dude, I swear to God, he looks the exact same. Same glasses, everything.
It is very interesting how, like, similar to this about YouTubers getting canceled. Over spring break, like, 3 giant Minecraft YouTubers all got canceled for pretty heinous shit. It was like...
Minecraft YouTubers are just generally scummy people.
Yeah, but it was, like, various forms of, like, assault.
Yeah.
Jesus. I think, like, one was towards, like, a girlfriend who is also another content creator, and then the other 2 were like, I think it was like Dream, and like it was Wilbur who did the thing with the girl. I'm saying these names in case you know them, but chances are you don't. But you do know Dream probably. And then fucking georgenotfound. All 3 of them got like canceled because Dream and George I think did weird shit with fans. But it was like, it was very interesting seeing the like their fan base's reactions to them getting canceled, because it's like their fan bases are primarily young women who like would be the most fan base that would feel betrayed by that, you know?
Yeah.
And so also, but it's
they
like,
end up feeling betrayed.
Yeah, but it's like the fan bases, I mean, because it's like these fucking like innocent seeming boys, white boys online were like pieces of shit behind closed doors. But it's also very interesting because it's like these are like fan bases who have had these giant hyper fixations on these creators. And so like, even though they've like turned negative, they still kind of exist. And that like, there was some fucking, so Wilbur, the girlfriend who he abused, her name is Shelby. And like, and he has previously said how on streams, how like he knows the plot of every single Simpsons episode. And this matters because when the controversy came out, all of his mods dropped him. So he created a new fake account, Twitch channel, to be a mod. And he named it like the name of this one random Simpsons character whose partner's name is Shelby or something. And it's like, which is really fucking weird, obviously. Yeah. But also like, it's crazy that the fans just found that. Yeah. Like that's such a deep cut thing to not only do, but then discover. Or it was like how, there was also like a clip I saw of like him shitting on like, or saying how his least favorite Bo Burnham song was this one about, I don't know, I didn't watch the clip, nor do I think I know the Bo Burnham song, but it was about like inauthenticity of creators. And it was like, and so people were like, look, he like didn't like this song because it was him. And it's like, okay, you're right, but like you're still being a little psycho about this. Yeah. Like, how the fuck do you remember all this, dude? I don't know. It's weird. It's just, how hard is it to not be a piece of shit?
Evidently extremely hard.
It feels like it's easier to not be one than to be one.
Yeah, you would think so. I don't know. Something gets to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say something.
You a little fucking eepy boy?
I'm very eepy.
Why are you so eepy?
What was I gonna say?
Why are you so eepy? But it is just this like total audience 180, because like it's kind of like how when we were talking about Too Mad and how he had no one who was loyal to him. And it's like, so when he died, everyone, even in his fan base, made fun of him. It's like, these were people who you would think would, or I would have expected to be somewhat loyal to the creators, but they weren't. And so they like completely 180'd while still being incredibly neurodivergent.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say.
Maybe your ADHD is worse.
Hey, I'm just tired.
What is it, Bobby? We still have like 10 minutes. 4 o'clock.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
At 5. That's good. I know time.
No time.
I know time.
Yeah. So it's like 12 hours, but like actually like 24. It's this weird thing, you know?
Yeah. But we always say we do. Why do we do that? Why do we say 12 instead of 13?
I don't know.
Why don't we say it's 22 o'clock?
Or what, are you going to switch your phone to military time?
No, I think that's weird, but why do we not? Why is this?
I think some cultures do.
They say 22 o'clock?
Or equivalents of that.
If I ever said 19 o'clock, I'd die.
Like, I think some, like, Eastern cultures do that.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's like, why do we do that? Is it just because we're like, yeah, noon?
Yeah, I
and
guess.
so first half of day and then second half of day.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Pacific Rim?
No. Did
Where'd you watch? I watched it on the plane.
I thought you fucking looked at the map the whole time.
Huh?
I thought you looked at the map the whole time.
Dude, I was so sick of the airport after this. I was just like...
Dude, why are you always groping up the damn microphone?
I don't know. It's a very...
I know that in editing, I'm going to be like, God damn him hearing the fabric noises. Watch Pacific Rim.
Decent movie.
Yeah.
Big Hero 6 is a great movie, though.
Big Hero 6 is a good movie.
I like that movie. What other movies did I watch on this? I watched all 3 Equalizers.
Okay. They weren't too tense for you?
No, because I read the wiki beforehand.
God. You're such a wimp. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I also think that you aren't completely alone. God, you're constantly fidgeting with something. And it's going to drive me bonkers in editing. I can tell. Yeah, exactly. While you bonk into my damn monitor. No, but it is like, there is like a somewhat increasing trend I've heard about of people who, I think while you will just avoid things that make you tense, and then will sometimes look at the Wikipedia as a backup, like there are people who just will do the Wikipedia so that they don't feel tense.
Yeah.
And then watch it.
This is broken.
No, it's not.
It's broken.
You just don't know how to use it.
It's broken.
It's broken?
It's broken.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I had thoughts, comments,
Tense.
and
Wikipedia.
concerns. No, yeah, but the Equalizers are good movies.
They're just like John Wickians, aren't they?
Yeah, but with
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
He
is great.
I've never seen a single one.
Well, the Equalizer 3 is on Netflix, and you'll get the same out of it as you would the Equalizer 1 or the Equalizer 2.
I don't need to watch the first ones.
I mean, yeah, you really don't need to.
Just beats up people.
Pretty much. That's like his whole job. Like some of his motivations are different this time, but you could probably still enjoy the movie. In fact, I think you might even like it better.
Not having the context.
Yeah. Leaves more of a mystery. One day in this life, I will watch all the James Bond movies.
There's like a bajillion.
I will be 68.
You could honestly turn that into a fire YouTube video.
You should do it, Mr. I don't want to think anymore.
Yeah, but I don't want to watch all the James Bond movies.
Why not?
Because it's James Bond movies.
Yeah,
I don't care that much.
Apart.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you have like 8 videos.
I had the idea of doing that, of watching all the fucking Planet of the Apes movies and then doing like a tier list of them.
I still have my ticket.
Yeah, I do too.
What's a good day to go see a movie?
But there's no moopies out.
Are there no movies out?
I mean, there's some.
There's got to be movies.
You could watch Dune 2 again.
I might. That movie's fantastic.
Dude, I put in the chapters for the Ren episode, like the weekly Dune 2 segment, because it has been like the past 3 episodes
Dune
we've
2.
talked about Dune 2. I sent you a skit about it last night of how like the first Dune, it was what is this fucking name? Man carrying thing. It's a skit on how like the first Dune, everyone was like, yeah, it was pretty good. It's on HBO if you want to see it. And then how this one, it's like, it's the coming of Christ. Like, it is the best film ever.
It is.
It's good.
The American Society of Magical Negroes, that's a tough one.
Yeah?
And it's flopping at the box office.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. As it should. It kind of just plays into a trope and then doesn't, like, take apart the trope.
What is the trope?
It's like a stereotypical, like, racist thing about black people.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I just read about it.
Oh.
Liam Neeson is in another movie about killing more people. That's what he loves to do, man. What is Civil War 2024?
Oh, it's some fucking film about a modern civil war, I think. There was some tweet I saw about how it was weird in its depiction of California and Texas, I think.
Interesting. I'm trying to find any good movies. It doesn't seem like there's that many good movies. Yodha? No, I'm serious. After terrorists hijack a passenger plane, an off-duty soldier aboard devises a strategy to defeat the hijackers and ensure the passenger's survival when the engine fails.
Why the fuck is it called Yoda then?
It is called Yodha. Why? Oh, actually, spell it.
I assume like the guy, like the little green man.
Spell it.
Yoda.
No. Yodha. Yoda. Kung Fu Panda 4.
That is apparently shit. There's been a lot that has come out about how the behind the scenes was a mess.
Oh.
Like, you know how the new villain is like stealing the old villains? Apparently, the Tai Lung and Lord Shen, which is the first and second villains, they don't have a single line.
Why?
Because they're just killed that quickly or absorbed that quickly or whatever.
I love Tai Lung.
But it was like also the Furious 5 or whatever the hell. Like apparently they weren't supposed to be in the film, but then during marketing, the marketing people were like, they should be in the film. And so they put them in the film. There's also like the original plans for the script were going to involve a lot more of Tai Lung, I think. But then for some reason it was ditched or something.
So it sounds like I'm going to go see Dune 2 again probably next week.
Yeah. Man, movie.
I like Dune.
I'm just looking forward to Deadpool.
Yeah, what if it's... Oh, I watched the Deadpool movies.
Oh, you did?
That's another one I watched.
You like
during
them?
my delays. I liked the first one. I haven't watched the second one.
Second one's good.
Yeah.
Have you seen Logan?
No.
All right, the second one makes a lot of jokes about Logan.
Oh.
I mean, you don't need to watch it.
Wolverine in the second one?
He makes a cameo at the end, but it's more of a joke cameo.
But isn't the next one all about him and Wolverine?
No. But the newest one, yes.
Yeah.
But it's like the cameo in the second one is it's an after credit scene where he's going back. Ryan Reynolds is going back and like fixing all of the mistakes. So like I'm spoiling this for you, but whatever. But it's like he goes back and he shoots Ryan Reynolds before he picks up the Green Lantern script. Or
Ryan Reynolds was in Green Lantern?
He was Green Lantern. The Green Lantern from like 2010 that sucked ass. Yeah, he was Green Lantern.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, Ryan Reynolds is so meta.
Yeah. Or it's like he goes back and... Because there was an old X-Men movie that had Deadpool in it, but was like really ass in how they used him. And people were like pissed off at it. And so he goes back and then like to that movie and then like shoots a bunch of people and is like, don't worry about it.
That movie's weird.
Keep the mic close to you, buddy.
And weirdly sexual.
What, Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's his character. He's very raunchy. But it's also like a romance movie.
Yeah, but I wanted more kicking ass and more bullet holes that healed.
There's more of that in the second one.
Okay. Maybe that'll be my project for tonight.
For tonight, your project is to watch Deadpool 2.
Yeah, and delay the other 8 assignments I have due tomorrow.
Right.
I haven't played video games in 3 weeks.
Fair enough. I would ask if you want to play tonight, but I'm also going to be busy with work.
I'm gonna. I just want to go home.
What?
Play video games.
Home is in Florida or
yes.
home is in dorm?
I just want to go home and play video games like it was in 2020. Remember how much video gaming I did?
Yeah, you did.
I was so good. I was plat.
In what?
In Overwatch. You remember when I was plat for a season?
That was more recent. That was when Overwatch 2 was out.
No, I'm talking OG Overwatch.
Okay, maybe. I don't remember.
I was plat. I was so good at Fortnite. Do you remember how good we were at Fortnite?
We were kind of nasty.
We were so good at Fortnite.
We were kind of nasty. The new season looks pretty fun.
I held 3 world records in online racing at one time. And I only hold 1.
We should play the new season of Fortnite.
If I have time to exist in life, in which I do not. God. Bring back more viruses. Shout out the viruses. I think I...
No, you're just a fucking idiot in how you assemble it. You just legitimately don't know how to set up a C-stand. Or a mic stand, or whatever the hell it's called. This is painful to watch.
I should figure that out later. See, it's wobbly.
Yeah, because it's like it's barely screwed on, probably.
Yeah, how do I screw it on? Whatever. I hate this show.